to attempt to make because it's a classic, you know, it's not something that we think of making. So for 2 years, I did not hear his script.
Okay.
And after 2 years, he called me and said, please, now I understand you will never do my film, but at least hear it, I've written it. So I felt very bad and I said, no, I'll hear it today itself. Sir, I heard the script and I fell in love with it. The adaptation that Atul has written is so beautiful and he's captured the character so well and the relationship so well. And it is such a life-affirming story. And it is a story of a character who has no negative thing in him at all. He's only got positive thoughts. Pure character. So it's got such a, I was so attracted to that I really wanted to do that. And it is a little odd, I don't know how many of you may believe this or not, but when we decided to make the film, sir, and we got the rights and everything, not once did Advait and me sat down and watched the film and said, okay, now how to make this? Sir, not once did we watch the film. Not once. Neither me as an actor to see how Tom Hanks has performed, and I'm a big fan of Tom Hanks, he's done a wonderful job. But somehow I was not trying to do what he was doing, and actually, to be honest, I was not even playing Forrest. I feel I was playing Laal, and I think Laal is a slightly different character. You know, he's not exactly like Forrest, if you know what I mean, because of the adaptation, because of our cultural differences. Our emotional key is also slightly different. So I think what came out is, so I was not actually comparing myself with him. And I would not like to also, because he's a great actor and I don't think it would be right of me to do that. But so we have done what we, thought was right. Once or twice, sir, during the shooting, because it's a very tough film to make. Once or twice, sir, in the film, we were like, how did they do it? Can we just check? Okay, no, sir, while shooting, sir. So we used to see because the film is available nowadays on online. So on the shooting, we used to see 1 or 2 shots and scenes to see how they have done it. Sometimes it helped us, sometimes it did not because we were doing something else, and but we didn't really sit down and watch the film as such. So yeah.
Aamir Khan here. You must have seen.
Excuse me. To recall, Atul Garu is Atul Kulkarni Garu,
Atul
who's
Kulkarni.
worked in Telugu cinema also.
Yeah, he's done a lot of.
Telugu cinema lo chesaru.
In fact, if I'm not mistaken, sir, he was going to, when we spoke at night, next day he was leaving for a Telugu film shooting. And that Telugu film schedule got cancelled. So he got 2 weeks free. So in that 2 weeks, sir, he sat at home and wrote the adaptation. Yeah.
Aamir Khan here.
Yeah, yes.
Aamir Khan here. You.
Sorry, 1 second. I'll just take from the lady, then I'll come to you. Yeah.
My question to Mr. Aamir Khan. Hi, I'm Taruna from NTV.
Yes.
So my question is, you said it's a family entertainer. So did your daughter have seen this movie already? You have shown your daughter?
My daughter Ira, she has told me she will see this movie only once. And I have tried to show it to her many times. Because I have shown it to everyone in the family, my mother and everyone. But Ira is a very emotional person, sir. So she said, it's a very moving movie and I want to see it when it's finally complete. So she's waiting for the final copy to be out to watch it.
Yeah. So just now Chiranjeevi sir told that you get all the technicians together and there is a workshop where they are trained, and what all is missing, you just add that essence to the film. So I just want to ask out of curiosity, since you have so many years of experience in multiple things, why do you do this? This is because of competition, or this is because of perfection, or it is Aamir Khan style? What is that?
No, I don't know how else to do it. I don't know how else to do it. Yeah, this is the only way I know how to work. No, it's just that actually for me, it's not work, it's fun and play and games, and so I get excited by stories. I was telling Chiranjeevi Garu earlier today that I was born in a filmmaking family. My father was a producer and my uncle was a director-producer. So we used to have a lot of writers and directors coming to pitch the story to us, to my father and uncle. And I used to love listening to stories. Every child, likes to listen to stories. So when the writer used to come and the story should start, I used to come from the room and I used to quietly sit down on the corner of the hall, and I used to listen to the story. And I must have heard hundreds of stories. Sometimes 5-minute narrations, sometimes just the idea, sometimes a full dialogue version of the script. From the age of 6 or 7 till the age of 15 or so, sir, I've heard every story that my father has heard. And at that time I was not knowing that I will be in the films. And I didn't know that actually this is probably a very important learning process for me, which I was not aware of at that time.
Sir, kindly.
I don't know. I don't know.
Sir, just one, I have two questions, one for you and one for sir. In Forrest Gump, actually, there are some historical events that have been, rather Tom Hanks is seen in those events of past. So how does it work in this film, which is Indian Laal Singh Chaddha?
Yes, so you will see it in our recent history and events that have happened. We have tried to, because the story of Forrest is a personal story, but in parallel you see what's happening in the society around him.